to the front, sad bitches to the back. Bad bitches to the front, sad bitches to the back. I don't want relations, I just wanna fuck. Baby, I'm just being honest, hope you like it rough. Bend over and let me. You some fine shit. I know your mama made a hoe, I won't ever judge. I ain't trying to fall in love, cause I'm deep in lust. Bend over and let me. You some fine shit.
100 Mob in the building. Shout out Mulo with that fine-ish. Y'all already know what it is. Representing Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. You already know we're going to community tab it. We're going to drop the link below. Shout out to everybody, man. You know how we doing it, man. We want to talk about El Snappo, nigga. Straight up and down, you know what I'm saying? El Snappo, you know what I'm saying? Recently, he had been in a situation, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? The mugshot is going around, you know what I'm saying? He got caught driving on suspended, you see what I'm saying? And things of that, you know what I mean? It was his first offense, so, you know what I mean? It's nothing too, you know what I mean, crazy or whatever. But what we want to get into is, because the charge happened, you know, December 6th, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the problem with this is, you know, him being in Fort Lauderdale in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you talk about, you know what I mean, Broadwood County or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, where he from, and, you know what I mean, you know, niggas being in Fort Lauderdale and all of these surrounding areas, you know what I'm saying, it goes back in the niggas not knowing who they are, man. Now, while a lot of people may not know El Snappo, the whole Florida know who El Snappo is, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So El Snappo gotta start moving like El Ghosto, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He around here with too much money, you know what I'm saying? It's footage around here surface, you know what I'm saying, with people pouncing on him, you know what I'm saying? Every nigga take a L, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that should let you know out here that, you know what I mean, everything ain't, you know what I mean, pieces and cream. Cause rather the police looking for you, I'd rather it's a nigga trying to jack another nigga, you see what I'm saying? So I had to bring this out here, man, and, you know, talk about it in a real way, because we want El Snappo to know who he is, man. You know what I'm saying? He need to be protecting his image and, you know what I mean, protecting his career. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people did dirty business with him, you know what I'm saying? He most likely, you know what I'm saying, is gonna be a better businessman in the future because it, you see what I'm saying? You know, he done already explained how he signed for $200K, walked away from the table with 150, and you know what I mean, how the labels did him, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold them back and re-releasing his music on their platforms and stuff like that. They ain't out here doing that because you a nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? You out here flashing cars, cash, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Your things got to be in order, you know what I'm saying, for stuff like this and that to happen. You know what I mean? Because you only could go so far. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who you is, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you riding around the city where the popo don't know who you is, bro. So this charge right here is something that didn't have to happen. And that's why I'm making a video, to try to magnify this, bro, because it's like, why even go through stuff like this when you didn't have to? You see what I'm saying? Niggas know your face, niggas know about your music. Obviously, the popo in Florida, they be hating, man. So it's like, ain't no need to not think that they wasn't gonna try to catch him up on something. You know what I'm saying? That he done been caught up before, done did time before. You see what I'm saying? So it's like he got a target on him out there in Florida, bro. So this video is to wake him up, to let him know who he really is, bro. You just not no regular nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people outside of Florida may think that maybe, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people outside of Florida know who El Snappo is. You know what I'm saying? That just because you ain't up on him, that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, other people don't know. He been out for a minute. But all I'm saying is, you know, this the magnified that you just not a regular person, bro. People don't see you that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, Florida may be your comfort zone, but like I said, it's a lot of jacking going on, and it's a lot of, you know, people being targeted by the people. You understand what I'm talking about? So you got to tighten up, nigga, and it's a wake-up call, you know what I mean? It was a petty charge, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he could have had anything in the car with him. Why? He got, you know, pulled over. So like I said, you know, things of that nature. So just be on your P's and Q's, man. It's the 100 Mob.